What's going on, world? It's your boy Kuya and my pal Heather Hertz to give you another infamous trailer reaction to a film or TV project heading our way. I'm not sure on this one. This one is starring Heather Graham and Tom Hopper. It's called Place of Bones. You ready to check this one out, Heather?
Have we seen Heather Graham in a while?
We haven't, right? I don't feel like we've seen her. It's been a minute.
All right.
Let's see what's up with Heather and Tom Hopper. Here we go.
Pulling out the names from the 1990s, just going just like that.
Mama! There's a man in the house. There's money involved. And you know what that means. People will be looking for him. People with greed and avarice in their black hearts.
You found me the bastard.
I call on the Lord who is worthy to be praised. So I shall be saved from mine enemies.
We gather at the river, where bright angel feet have trod, with its crystal tide forever.
What have you done?
Dear Lord, please forgive me.
You telling me you living all the way out here without even a horse?
And I have no intention of ever leaving.
These are hard men. They will kill us dead in the dirt.
Well, then we better kill them first.
Why don't I start by prying out one of them pretty front teeth?
Help me.
May the Lord have mercy on your soul.
You know, I'll kill you. You and the child. You are a hard woman, Pandora Meadows.
Okay. Place of Bones, Heather. Heather Graham back in the saddle again. Literally. What do you think of Place of Bones?
So initial thoughts, very honest. I feel like we've seen this movie done before. It looked kind of cliche with certain elements of, but we've also seen a lot more of like the traditional movies kind of put into an empowered woman perspective instead of an empowered man taking over a woman's perspective. I'm curious. I love Heather Graham. I do. It's not just because we have the same name. That's just the cool part. I'm curious, but I also have my trepidations just because I kind of feel like we've seen this movie before.
Yeah. I didn't know. I was like, what is going on here? Because it felt like very horror and then obviously Western. Here's a brief synopsis, Heather. On a remote ranch, a mother, Heather Graham, and her daughter fight for survival when a wounded outlaw seeking refuge brings a notorious bank robber and his ruthless gang, all desperate to reclaim a stolen fortune, right to their doorstep in this action-packed horror Western. I'm just curious of the horror part. Like, are they eating? Because I was like, are they eating some of these people? And that's how they're living off the land in a way? They're eating people? But
no, I bet when they say horror, at least from the way that I got it, it's more thriller. It's less horror, and it's more like, there's probably could be some jump scares. There's going to be a lot of blood and gore. Because I wasn't getting like creepy horror or like slasher horror. I was getting like this is going to be a thriller that you shouldn't be taking your kids to. This is going to be a moment where you're going to get a lot of jump scares and but it's also more action packed. That's kind of what I got.
Gotcha. Yeah, I like the idea of badass women, a mom protecting her daughter. They help, let somebody stay for a second, which they shouldn't, and then that brings in bad elements. So, like you said, we've seen a story like this before, but I'm curious on the execution. The visuals look cool. Heather Graham's great. Tom Hopper, who we know from the Umbrella Academy, he's also in another film coming up soon called Space Cadet, because I was actually supposed to interview him but didn't have the time. So shout out to him. But it looks interesting, and yeah, I'm intrigued, and we'll all find out when Place of Bones arrives to theaters as well as digital on August 23rd. But yeah, cool to see Heather Graham working again, because I always thought she's awesome. So
I don't think she technically went away. I just think it's one of those where I just don't know the last time I saw her, but at the same time, I don't feel like she left. I think that she probably is just in smaller things. So
I would think so. All right. Well, there you go. Those are our thoughts. Your boy, Kuya P, Heather Hurt. And also, if you want to talk all things about Heather Graham and the Place of Bones, hit us up in the comments below.